going down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. Right.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Benjamin's got it. It's an 8-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Throwing now is Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win. So
if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7. Watch a slant, watch a slant.
3rd down, here's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw, pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. 2nd and 5 now. Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And this is caught by Jackson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, it's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Go. 180. I hope you brought your legs because I'm about to take you to school.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Jeffrey's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
To throw, it's Wentz. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, Charlie!
From the gun, it's Wentz. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's going to let this one. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Wentz now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he coughed it up. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Play action. Haskins. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Wentz going to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Done. 120. 56. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Wait, son.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll go again with Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Go. 180. Pick me up. Here we go.
From the red zone now, Wentz. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. Bullock's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
I'm coming.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Geis. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Back now at FedEx Field, it's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Now Haskins on first down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Haskins gets this to Reed, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Trying the toss play to Love, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now on 2nd and 16, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage. Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out deep. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it. And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they? Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Now Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Anderson in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing his Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll run with Geis. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Dwayne Haskins with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Eagles on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is in.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Kerrigan. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Haskins going to try to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Haskins will throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. 4th down, here's Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Barnett, and the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
5-9. I'm bringing it.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. One final try now for Wentz. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And that will
That was paramount, but the